It's almost too high. That's better. What's up, everybody? Happy weekends. Welcome. Pastor Ben, Director of Social Justice over here at Foundry. Couple of items for you to take with you into your weekend and consider. One is we want to make sure that people are getting their congregational surveys done as we are moving toward those target dates for getting some at the church building activities restarted, in addition to everything that we have going on online. So please, if you have not had a chance to fill out the congregational survey just yet, please do that. Brian's helping us out. He should be dropping that link into the, whatchamacallit, what's that thing called? Comment section? Comment, whatever that is. The place where people type stuff. That's where Brian's putting that. So help us out. We've gotten really good responses. So thank you for everybody who has already sent over some information. But that it helps us make informed decisions about what and when we're doing things and how our community is feeling and experiencing things in this moment of transition and rapidly changing environment. So thank you for doing that. Thank you in advance for doing that. If you haven't already done it, help us out with the congregational survey. Other thing that I really want to make sure I get in front of you is Project Transformation. And Brian just dropped the link in there that goes to the newsletter they sent out just this past week, and it talks about everything you can do with them. Now, backing up, what in the world is Project Transformation? Many years ago, too many for me to think of right off the top of my head, we had started sitting down with partner churches, Methodist churches in Southeast DC, specifically Brighter Day United Methodist Church, who are not only partners through the United Methodist Church, but also partners through the Washington Interfaith Network. We had sat down with them at a period of time where, not dissimilar to this past year and our current standing, there were over and over instances of gun violence, instances of police brutality, instances of very noticeable inequality in the city, which continues, as it has been, to be an issue. And the Foundry congregation was looking for, what do you do to try and combat some of this stuff? And rather than try and make that decision on our own, we made sure to encourage talking with our partners who know the day-to-day effects of violence in the community, the day-to-day effects of high unemployment in the neighborhoods, a little better and more intimately than we do here, given our level of privilege experienced at this particular congregation. Not to say it doesn't exist other places, but just we didn't want to make an uninformed decision. So in talking with our partners, especially at Brighter Day, the things that came up first weren't, let's retrain all the police. It's important, but it wasn't the first thing on the minds and the lips of the community as it was being experienced in wards 7 and 8. The first thing on their mind was, I need kind of two things. One was a safe way for my kids to get back and forth to school. Two was academic after-school programming, rather than just the availability of athletic after-school programming is there, but in the summer there weren't as many academic programming opportunities available in the way that other opportunities were available. And that was one of the things that we decided we could work on together. And within a year of that conversation, this group which is a United Methodist group, Project Transformation, that had a footprint in other parts of the country, was getting started here in DC. And that's not, and don't hear me as saying we're ignoring other issues, but that was an opportunity we knew that we could make deep investment in and do so long term, and it have real impact for students, for kids, and long-term impact for kids who are otherwise not getting those opportunities. Now, the way it works is Project Transformation is a summer reading program. When we were in person, that meant we were one-to-one with the students and we were just reading with them. And they are at the age of roughly third grade, which is when in our education system you are making the shift from learning how to read to reading to learn. And so roughly at the third grade age level is when you make this transition to where you know how to read the words, but now what you are reading is teaching you how to do things. And that's it. That's the foundation, right? For all learning going forward. If you can read, comprehend it such that it is teaching you something, you're set. And it can take you wherever you want to go. If you start falling behind at that point, it puts you behind as you get into those higher grades, middle school, high school, college, grad school, anything, employment, whatever. If you're behind, you stay behind. And you cannot continue to produce. You become reliant on others to kind of give you the information versus being able to get the information yourself. And so we know that that's a really smart investment for our time, for our money, for ways to volunteer, for just being with somebody and helping them figure out the words on the page. And so I've been excited about this for years. We've come back to it every summer. They kept it going last year virtually, and we be back to it virtually this year. And so I want to get those in front of you because the opportunities to start reading with students are beginning in June, and we want to try and get these spaces filled. So the way it'll happen is you can sign up for a 1 hour shift basically any day of the week, Monday through Thursday, and the times that are available are usually like about 1:25 in the afternoon to 2:30. And you're on Zoom and you're either reading books with kids or kids are reading the book to you. Now, maybe there's barriers to that for you. Maybe you're sitting in your house and you're like, I don't have, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, second grade reading level books just available in my house. Look at my fancy bookshelf. I don't got that. Well, that's okay. Project Transformation can send you the age-appropriate books. So we can get around that. Don't let that be a barrier. If you feel like you've just never, you don't know how to interact with kids, I'm just going to tell you it's a lot easier than maybe you think. And you're not going to be out there just on a limb by yourself. It happens with other volunteers. It's on Zoom. The paid interns who work with Project Transformation are there to kind of get you set up, do brief trainings with you. We're not just sending you out into the wild of tiny children who will make you feel awkward and whatever. But like we will support you along the way. So please don't let that be a barrier. So if you need books, you can be in contact. All the information is there. You can be in contact with the director, Rachel, and we can start getting books sent over to you. If you feel like you need some training in how to work with the kids and exactly what we're looking for and how to do even the assessments of the kids, because we're keeping track of the kids all summer and like here's their level when they start in the summer, here it is throughout the summer and where it ends. And I can tell you just sitting there with a kid for an hour a day, the volunteer, not you all summer long, but the volunteers holding that all together, by the end of the summer, the kids are moving up in level, and that's exactly what we want. We want to fight what's called the summer slide in terms of how people's reading levels are doing. So we train you on that. We train you on how to do it. We get you the books. We help you on how to do the assessments, and you make long-term impact for a kid, for life, not for day, not for hour, but for life. So please don't let this opportunity slip by. And it's virtual, so if you're not here in DC, you can still do it. This is one you can still do. The only things that we ask you to do are register, do the background check. We're working with kids. We always do background checks to make sure that we are putting both our volunteers and our students into safe situations. But don't let there be a barrier. If you got questions, let me know or let Rachel know over Project Transformation. But take a look. Even if you've only got 1 hour you can give this summer to do this, then give that 1 hour to sit with a kid and read to them and have them read to you. Like, do it, even if it's just the one. If you can do it once a week, do it. If you can do it every day, if you want to go all in and do multiple days a week all summer long, then by all means, please do it. But let's not let this get away from us. There's close to 300 shifts available. We're looking for roughly 12 volunteers per shift per day. So there's lots of opportunity here and huge impact you can make for somebody for a lifetime. So I wanted to get that in front of you and make sure you knew that. So don't care where you are, don't care your relationship with Foundry specifically. If you want to jump in here and help some kids out and learn to read, please do it. I learned a lot about myself doing it in past years. Kids have called me out on like little phrases that I say. Be like, maybe don't say that. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I won't say that anymore. So yeah, you can learn a lot about yourself in addition to working with kids as they are getting into their learning. And it is needed. It is requested by the community. It is deep impact you can make right now all summer long. Please take a look at it. Other than that, that is what I have for you. You let me know if we got questions. And I hope that we will see you for not only worship on this Sunday, but for in-person communion coming up on June the 6th. We'll be out together in the afternoon. I hope you can come by and have that time together. We're making those steps to a little more and more opportunities to be together in person in addition to everything we are doing online, and I hope you will take advantage of that. Things are, moving, but still rough. We know that not everything is perfect. We know that the transition is going to be hard. We know you're going through it. Please let us know what you're going through so that we can either be in prayer for you or finding resources alongside you as we make these efforts. Plenty of stuff going on with WIN, plenty of stuff going on now that the mayor has released her budget. Stay tuned on here as we continue to release information. We'll be taking some breaks from some of the lives that we got going on, but we will still be very much available and visible to get information out to you. That's what I got. So please take a look at those opportunities, take advantage of them, take a chance to serve and serve together. We will see you very, very soon. Have a lovely weekend. Hopefully it doesn't rain a little too much. I know pools are starting to open, all that good stuff. Please remember your veteran family members, your friends, those who have lost service members this weekend, those who continue to offer themselves into places where violence is real, and continue to pray that everything we do is actually toward an end of producing peace, not only for those who have experienced trauma, not only for those who have experienced loss, but for our communities writ large. So hold each other lightly this weekend. See you soon. Bye-bye, friends. Get those shots. Get your shots. All right. Bye-bye.